Hi there, my name is Peggy Tharp. I wrote an ebook, and this is a little video clip that accompanies one of the chapters in which I talk about how to help Arabic students stop adding extra vowels to the front of words when they pronounce them. So this is how I do it. I just had to play around with the surgical mask because that's what I call this. I call this the surgical method. How does it work? Well, let's take the word school, which can be mispronounced as iskul, with a little vowel before the S, right? It's often before an S consonant cluster. So if you hear someone saying iskul, they now have a two-syllable word, and that's not good in English. You really have to stick to the right number of syllables so your listeners can anticipate what it is you're saying. So we want school to be a one-syllable word again. That means we have to get rid of the vowel there. To get rid of the vowel, because this is an unconscious habit transfer from Arabic. So what we have to do is learn a new physical habit, basically. We're going to add a word onto the front of school that has a different vowel so that it's easier to separate and think about as separate items. Different vowel, but ends in S. So I picked the word bus, right? Let me see if I can hold this better. Okay, so the first thing we do is add bus to school and put them together and make lots of S's in between. Bus, school, bus, school, bus, school. Then I have them put a little extra before they get to school on one of the S's, getting closer to school. So it's bus, school, bus, school, bus, school. So they're putting more pressure and more stress on the start of that word, giving it the feeling of momentum there for the rest of that. Then I tell them, okay, now that you have the place for school to begin, we're going to get rid of this. But first, we're going to pretend like we're saying it. We're going to mentally say it and just not vocalize it. So I'm going to say it in my mind and make the sound with my tongue and my jaws and my lips as if I'm saying it, but I'm not going to make any sound for this part. So I'm thinking bus, school, and then I start making real sounds at that strong S that I've patterned before. So now it's school, school, school. And oftentimes you'll see them moving their lips like that because they're still remembering the bus part. Eventually that will stop. It's called the surgery technique because once you get it that far, you surgically remove the first part, and what you have left is the way it should be pronounced in English, always with more S than they imagine, and with a kickoff dynamics, some energy there. School, and you end up with school, school, instead of is school, two-syllable word, bad, school, one-syllable word. So briefly, find a word that ends with the same letter as the one begins, as the next one begins. Stick them together and stretch out the sound for a long time. Emphasize, especially if it's an S, emphasize, give it momentum and push somewhere close to the target word. Imagine the word, even mouth the word silently, and no sound starts until you get to here. You've surgically removed this front part. First you stitched it on, then you surgically removed it. It works. It really does. I'll see you back in the book. Bye.